As we get closer to Natlan, we are getting some new info relating to new characters from that region. So today let's talk about a new 5-star character who will be released in 5.0 and might potentially power creep Neuvillette. From the information known at this moment, we are getting 1 Hydro and 1 Dendro 5-star characters, as well as 1 4-star character in version 5.0. But this video focuses on 5-star Hydro unit. This is a female character, middle-sized and uses a catalyst. Unfortunately, no info about her appearance or status in the game's lore, so let's move on to some of her kit details. We have info about her Elemental Skill and Constellations, and the source of this info is Fowl. According to that person, she's going to be a main DPS character, potentially surpassing the power level of even Neuvillette. The first thing to keep in mind is that we are probably getting something similar to Numa and Uzia in natlan. Both of the 2 new 5-star characters who are going to be released in 5.0 will have some kind of a special mechanic when they are activating their elemental skill. However, since this is very early info, it's subject to change, so keep that in mind. Her elemental skill has a duration of 6 seconds with a relatively short cooldown of 4 seconds. During this time, she gains the ability to walk on water at a speed comparable to Yelan's sprint. This ability not only sets her apart, but also combines aspects of Kokomi's and Yelan's skills, offering both utility and combat versatility. But keep in mind that her skill duration is longer than cooldown, so it makes her comparable even to Farina. Additionally, her elemental skill enhances her normal attacks, suggesting that her kit might revolve around maximizing normal attack damage. Probably this is going to be like a Hydro infusion, but let's see how it goes. She can gain up to 3 stacks while attacking enemies, with the damage multipliers scaling based on her HP. This points to a build that likely focuses on high HP for both survivability and damage output, similar to Neuvillette. Each normal attack hit with her enhanced state applies a base multiplier of 20%, with each successive hit adding another 20%. After maxing out at 3 stacks, attacking again clears these stacks and releases 5 homing projectiles. Maybe it's gonna be something like Tignari arrows when he is using his burst. Also, when using her elemental skill, she drops water droplets upon dealing damage with normal attacks. Collecting these droplets extends the duration of her elemental skill and heals her, providing both offensive and defensive benefits. In her enhanced state, her normal attacks deal AoE Hydro damage with high multipliers. Now let's take a look at some constellations. Her C1 maxes out her base attack damage, and homing projectiles gain an additional 100% HP multiplier. Her C6, each of her hits includes a 100% HP multiplier and boosts both her crit rate and crit damage. If these multipliers remain unchanged in the beta, she could potentially surpass Neuvillette in terms of raw damage output. Overall, she looks like a very strong DPS character, but will she power creep Neuvillette? I think one of the most amazing parts of Neuvillette's kit is that we can do a lot of AoE damage like no other character. So the question of whether she will power creep Neuvillette or not will depend on her AoE, but this is just my thoughts. Why do you think Neuvillette is so strong? Do you think this new character will power creep him? Let me know in the comments. Oh, by the way, if you haven't participated in the 50 welkins giveaway yet, be sure to do so. Link is in the description.